What is up, guys? Welcome back to Pyre. Last time we got forced to use our very sudden new teammate. We didn't get a chance to use Sir Gilman. Super bummed. And this time, hopefully, he will get his day to shine. But we're starting like right at the end of that because we had like a really long episode on accident. So we're going right into it. So here we are. After prevailing over the Essence in a pitched battle, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move, and how best to integrate Pyre into the group. Don't worry. I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Pyre's to cross again before long. You're welcome to follow. You're welcome with us for now, Pyre. Trust is what got us here, isn't that right, Rookie? But Rookie does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pyre shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon's wheels again. Oh, I think he's got a crush on her. He runs off. During the discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. Oh boy. There is somewhere I may ask we go. Here in Black Basin, reader. By your leave, of course, I provided that the stars allow it. And provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? You look towards the heavens. Seek your new destination. Man, I am like having issues reading today. Not being a very good reader. Lu, the vernal star. The vernal star burns bright over the densest woods in the Black Basin. When are we going to go against a team we've already gone against before? I know it's going to happen eventually. This might be it. Ah, the glade of Lu, directly due west. Then it is just as my client indicated. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us somewhere in Waking Wood due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly waits. Oh, snap. Is it Rookie in here? Aw. I want to know if Rookie has like a crush on her. That's what I'm like super curious about. What is this? Pyre's moonshine. Oh, snap. Pyre. You approach Pyre, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, eh, Rita darling? In those first moments when we met, the lack of confidence which you related to that nice headwind boy, they totally know each other. It's understandable you'd not see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see, I've business with my blood sister Pyre and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story. All in all, one that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. And we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, to aid you in your quest until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine, a simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me, and besides, we Hops have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Wow, rude. Alright. So, and I'm gonna guess you have returned. How can I help you, if at all? Do we have a request for... We don't have any trials, like, ever. I don't want to talk to you. Farewell, then. Dang it. Alright, it's time to continue on. I want to do more trials. I want to unlock stuff. I'm just glad we got to do Rookies first, because he's like always. Sulphur Main. Oh, God. This is going to be great. Precarious path leading towards the woods. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliff is rather treacherous. Here we go. We're burning up. The wagon has hit a snag. Descending the black crags, its wheel is stuck. Jordario is not pleased. First that blasted bird, and now this. Though you lack Dodario's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to keep waiting. Like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward down the jagged slopes, toward Waking Wood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Ah, no. Lands on the northern plateau over Waking Wood, pocked with seething fissures. So Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. Or Pamitha. Lands to the east of Waking Wood, riddled with black crags. Pamitha says she can procure a talisman here. Sorry, we're going Gilman's route, besides the fact that this is, like, riddled with the thing we just got snagged on. Oh, man. I'm, like, really worried. Alright, let's go this way. Gilman, don't fail me, please. We've already had, like, Rookie already failed me. Sir Gilman is relieved at your decision to take the flatter of the two paths down the Black Crags, though nonetheless seems rather shaken by the steep trip down. This knight mislikes these heights. For shame, Master Reader. You must take this knight for a common craven coward. He buries his head in the soil. When at last you coax him back up, you see that he has an item of sort. Ha ha, this knight did have you fooled there, did he not? He explains how finding the item was his plan all along. A porous, whoa, cool, porous crystal. His fear of heights remains. Alright, nice. He didn't fail us. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel like we took the right choice. Or we made the right choice. Took the right choice, jeez. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling. He ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye. He was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him. He would desire for the stars to be a guide, as always. The rights beckon, and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we go through these woods? The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Dang it, Sandalwood. Crud. A small clearing east of the Glade of Loo. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood studied the rites here. Contains the grandest trees in all of Wakingwood. The lone minstrel says his client once resided here. So his home or the place he studied the rites. Let's do study the rites, because we might get something from this. Oh. Sandalwood is a master in the rites, or used to be at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. He's the king. He's the king. I'm gonna bet it now, guys. Put money on it right now. Sandalwood is actually the king in our book. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. Now, if only we could find him. He used to mentor his own companions in the rites, not far from here. However, you find no trace of the informant anywhere nearby, and without his guidance, you remain quite lost in the woods. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backwards appear to match the route you took to this point. Uh-oh, we're trapped. What? I don't want to go her way, because I don't really like Bay. So we're going to go to the Underthicket, the southern pass through Waking Wood. The Imp Tizo seems to wish to go towards this location. Let's do it. I love you, Tizo. You're my favorite, you and Rookie, so we're going this way. Might not be the best idea, but I don't care. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp, survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vocations. Nice. Investigate the surrounding. Is there anybody to talk to in here? Doesn't seem so. So we're going to investigate. You find nothing of interest while sifting through the tall brush of the Underthicket. But then... What is it, Tizo? Scricky! What does he do? Tizo seems to have found a clue to the whereabouts of the lone minstrel's client. Nice. The little imp brings you a strip of bark. It does not seem unusual at first, until you notice a message carved onto the side. You found a bark strip. This can be sold at the slug market. Okay. Sturdy strip of bark on it. Come to Cinderroot S. Notify the group. So, this, it's some kind of message from Sandalwood guy. Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? It is due northwest. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming up. Crap. Should I continue on my own studies, or should I study with a teammate? I don't really care about foraging. Let's study with Tizo. I want to study with Tizo. Can we? Let's mentor Tizo, because I think that's fantastic. I want to do it. Really, I should mentor Rookie some more, because he's the closest one to his next level. And when he gets his next level, either we're going to get this one. After plunging into Everest, Rookie soon returns rather than remaining banished. How can I not? I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Rookie. He's still my favorite. He's so cool. We're going with Rookie again. Well, sister, let me see if I can squeeze you into my schedule this afternoon. Yep, looks like I can. You sit down with Rookie to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense he is beginning to understand. Oh, dude. Come on. So if you get banished in the rites, just try to find your way back to the Pyre, right? Yeah, pretty much, Rookie. After dousing, it was restored up to 6 points. Okay. Dang it. Look how close he is, man. That sucks. And I just realized as well, Rookie cat. Oh, never mind. I thought this was about his presence for some reason. And I was going to say his presence is 4. So if I thought it said it doubled his presence. And if it doubled his presence or something, it's like, it's only going to go up by 2 points or like 4 points or whatever. After he's banished, and Rookie has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second. Rookie can jump a second time while airborne. We're probably going to get this. And then we're just going to go right to this one. So then he can get more. If we have that ability. We might have to pick this one before we can pick this one. So, I don't know though. It looks like we're only going to get 2 more skill points though, so we might only be able to get like this one, and we won't be able to touch any of these. We're going to accelerate faster, second or third times airborne. No, this one's the one that I still really want, because he'll come back instead of dying out. All right, we've trained with Rookie again. I'm sure everyone's like, why is she always training with Rookie? Because Rookie is the best. That's why. Cinderroot, a hush clearing south of the glade of Lu. You have reason to suspect the informant Sandalwood may have come through here. Here we go. Here we go. Sandalwood is totally going to be the king. There's no other person he could be. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot. Sorry. But once again, the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as your search through the area yields nothing. Then, something startles the little imp Tizo. Scrah! Tizo seems to be crying out in surprise. He has spotted something or someone. Whoa! This guy is rad! A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges toward him and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Crap, we need a good voice for this guy. This has totally got to be Sandalwood. I need like a good voice. No. How do I come up with a good voice for him? Hail, Tizo. No, that's not good enough. Hail, Tizo. But you look famished. Here. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Volfred Sandalwood. It has been too long, Volfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tariq. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think that you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my girl. though we shall manage on our own from here on out. What? You're welcome to continue on with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. You consider what to say to all of this. Bid everyone farewell? Volfred intends to relieve you of your duties to the group. No! The leader of the Nightwings has returned. You can tell when you are no longer wanted. You have been assured your freedom. You could categorically refuse to be cast aside so easily. This cannot be happening. To have come this far and be brushed aside by some strange sap. Booloney, dude, I'm not going. You stand your ground, meeting Volfred's steady gaze, and assert to him that you do not feel your commitments to and from this group have yet been satisfied. Hold on. Volfred, sir, I'm Hedwyn. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just a reader. She is our friend. My friend. She's not disposable. We made her a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Volfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we've started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now, then, Tariq? Yes, Volfred, sir? Come, let's have a chat. I think I accidentally gave him Hedwyn's voice. I meant to do like a more... I don't know, I can't describe it. Of course, sir. Volfred strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Volfred Sandalwood joins you. He knows much of the rights. Welcome aboard. Oh boy. I wonder, what if he becomes someone who can fight in the rights? That'd be hilarious. That would be so funny if he became someone who was like a fighter. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lu, where the stars directed you. Volfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone on their devices. Commence the rite. We will sell and we will talk. Page revealed the demon.
Hey, you guys, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise which we opened here just now. So, give you a great deal. Just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood.
Good to see you as well, Ron. Crap, he's like friends with everybody. That sucks. Right light. Once per right, if the bearer's pyre is extinguished and instead restored by 5. Wow, that's really good. Any adversaries banished by the bearer take longer to return. Okay? So we have these things to sell. I don't need to keep this freaking thing. Yeah, get rid of that. There. I want this. Of course. Yes. And do we have another thing that upgrades? After banishing an adversary, the bearer gains +1 coin, 2 hope, 2 presence, plus 8% to aura casting. Adversaries banished by the bearer take longer to return. We could take this one. Once per right, the bearer's pyre is extinguished. We get 5 instead. That's really good. I want that. Instead of it being, either this saves us from losing, or either it saves us from losing, or instead of us taking damage, we gain it instead. I think it's if we lose, so it's like it gives us 1 extra time to try and win. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go here. I want to go to, is it Ruki's? I think it might actually be Gilman's. Gilman doesn't have one because I took it off. Here we go. So we want this one off of her, of course. We want Tizo. Tizo has the presence one, doesn't he? After being banished by the adversary, bearer has a chance to return immediately. It's a 30% chance. I don't want that. I want Tizo to be our safeguard. And then I want Gilman to be our damage. There we go. So we're done here. Bingo.
Thanks, guys. Good luck in the thing you're going to do tonight.
Alright, let's see who has time to talk. Sandalwood wants to speak. Oh boy, this is going to be intense. As you approach Volfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time, then... Tariq, if you have a moment. Aye, Volfred, what is it, sir? This reader, you deem her worthy by your estimations? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Volfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that her achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet she and the others followed them. Indeed. Your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of her, I wonder? Scratchy. Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. And there you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't oft spoken by those two, my girl. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now, pardon us, Tariq and I have matters to discuss. They leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Ooh, I don't know what that's going to mean, but we will figure that out next time. Next time we'll also read the book, and we'll see why the crystal's glowing. We might have a thing that we could do, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Either way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you will join me next time when we continue on this journey, and we do the next rite and whatnot. But either way, I am MrBagelz. Goodbye.